Building Goodness Foundation got started about 10 years ago, and it was a group of builders and local tradesmen who responded to a need in Haiti pertaining to the design, construction, development of this compound that a group called Haiti Fund was interested in building to support their reforestation and community development project.
I first got involved with Building Goodness working for Jack Stoner and Michael Cernick, and I had the opportunity to go to Pearlington, Mississippi on one of their trips on there. I believe it was the second trip we spent down there, and it really just took off from there. I got really involved and tried to draw a set of plans for the building and just really put my heart into the project. I really saw what was trying to happen in Mississippi and in Pearlington.
First trip down here, I called back home and they asked me what it was like, and I said, I'll call you back tomorrow. And my word to describe it was, it looked like a landfill here. Everything looked like a landfill. And it doesn't now.
It was almost a calling of a sort where you kind of listen real quietly to what's going on, and I just ended up having this crazy idea that I should take people from Charlottesville and we should go down and help finish this project because of all the good that it was doing, and also just because there was this extraordinary need. And when I got there, I was just totally blown away by the number of trees being planted and the dedication and the hard work that the Haitians were putting into reclaiming their environment. And so when I got back, I was really disturbed by what I had seen, and not quite sure how to help, and maybe not really wanting to go back and help. And as the project developed and the compound was being built, nobody could be found to put the roof on. And it was a wood roof, and there's not much wood in Haiti, and so there aren't carpenters in Haiti. And I was really struggling at that time with you know, kind of what it means to be a human being and a businessman, and our culture and how we make money and who we help and what we do.
The purpose of Building Goodness Foundation is sort of self-explanatory by the name. I think at least for many of us, it's about being able to serve other people that for whatever reason don't have the same opportunities and or are victims of situations like Katrina catastrophe, or happen just to be born in communities that just don't have the same resources. And particularly for me, the neat thing about serving in these communities is you find out that the common thread to humanity is that even though you can't communicate with people sometimes in the language, just by working alongside these participants and the community members, they're so eager to help build their communities that you end up having these relationships that transcend the ability to communicate with language, and there's a personal connection there with these people that really is meaningful and touches you right in the gut and in the heart and soul. And I think for all of us that do this kind of work, it's those kind of relationships that draw us back to come and do more and more work, because we see that the work that we do, even though sometimes it's building something very small, but it has a ripple effect that just continues to spread goodness and love throughout the community in a way that you just are not sure how big an impact you have, but it's just a really neat experience.
When I went to Pearlington, I saw how much had been lost. I knew every day I woke up in a house and I went outside, and you know, I was able to cook my meals in it, and I lived in it. It's where you live, it's where you grow up. And then when I got to Pearlington, you got to see that everyone who had that same thing as you did totally lost it in one night's period.
Right up to the storm, I was there just minding my business, me and the cat, you know, and I had a little battery-operated television, and lo and behold, the weatherman said, I was watching WLX, says, y'all in Pearlington, if y'all haven't left yet, y'all out of luck. It's too late now. Stay where you at.
And you felt how unfair it was. You felt how much they needed your help to help rebuild what they had and get them back on their feet. Because if I had lost everything, I would need the same help to get me going again. And I just felt that need.
When we started, we had no idea how many people would be interested in working with us or doing this work. And as we did more and more, we found that more and more people were interested, and other local builders started to get involved and wanted to serve on our board, and more people wanted to do more things. And it led to the development of really a greater local projects presence, as well as being able to do more nationally and internationally. We took a lot of the energy that was coming out of the local community and said, why don't we do 2 big local projects a year here in Charlottesville, which would help other nonprofits and community development organizations here in Charlottesville.
The most satisfying thing I've done with Building Goodness was lead a trip into Haiti to Lecule. I started out with Pearlington, which is a national trip. I started out with some local projects around Charlottesville, and then I went to Haiti, I believe, on 3 trips as just a volunteer to see how things were done and try to learn the building that we were building at the time. And I kept challenging myself, that I can learn this building, that I can kind of hit the next step, and that I can take my own group down to Haiti and help build one of these. So the most satisfying thing I've done so far is to get that group down there, successfully build a kai, and give that experience to those trip members and get that experience for myself.
We hold craftsmanship as a core value, and we hold the transforming ability for experiences for the volunteers as a core value that they get to carry back to their communities. And if you can take somebody and expand their worldview and expand their understanding of how other people live and what the challenges are that face us as a world, you create the possibility and the potential for somebody who can be an agent of change. And so we like to talk about the ripple effect of what we do, which is somebody goes to Haiti, goes to Guatemala, goes to Mississippi, goes to the Mattaponi Indian Reservation, and they come back with a different view about community, our country, the world, people in need, and an appreciation for what they have. Other core values that are important to us involve respect for people and the idea that every human being is deserving of respect and other cultures are deserving of respect. And we're an interconnected world in which we need to understand that we've got to help each other. We're all going to go down together.
I don't guess every volunteer that's come through Pearlington will see it on this tape, because believe me, you'd have to put it on the world news, I believe, because there's been a bunch of them. Thank you and God bless you. Hope that you ever need us, we'll be there for you.